We begin this video in the capital city of Slovakia, Bratislava. A recording from October 22nd, 2023 recently caught my attention. It connects to a series of sightings I'll be showing you, and this one stands out from the rest. Take a look at the small blinking lights, their unusual formation, the steady bright white glow, and the surrounding darkness. All of it suggests whatever we're seeing here isn't reflecting sunlight. A couple of the videos you're about to see may look familiar. They've appeared in previous episodes. But to really show the scale of these global sightings, I thought it was worth bringing them back and highlighting the striking similarities reported by witnesses around the world. This Michigan native on the southeast side of the state witnessed what they described as a mass grouping of high-altitude random objects. They made no noise, left no trails of exhaust, and simply hovered high above the Motor City, blinking in and out of view. Here I've inverted the colors to help bring out the objects more clearly. As you can see, there are at least a dozen orbs blinking almost hypnotically in one part of the sky. When it comes to sightings, Michigan ranks number 10 in the United States, and this particular region of the state is especially active, as shown on this heat map of reported sightings. Heading back across the pond to Scotland, another cluster of blinking orb-like objects was recorded by a local man walking his dog around 6 p.m. Keep in mind, this was on January 10th after sunset, when temperatures dropped quickly. In fact, the weather that night was around 20 degrees Fahrenheit, or about -7 degrees Celsius, making it highly unlikely that anyone was out flying drones. Just like the witness in Detroit, Michigan, the observer of this aerial phenomenon noted that the lights stayed tightly clustered in one part of the sky, and they were so bright they could likely be seen from miles away. As you can see from this heat map, Aberdeen shows very little activity when it comes to reported sightings, but one case in particular stands out. On October 4th, 2004, that's 21 years ago, a man returning from work around 8:15 p.m. said he looked up and thought he was seeing stars, until he realized they were moving, in clusters. At the time, there were only about 1,000 satellites in Earth's orbit, compared to over 11,000 today. So what do you think this might have been? This next sighting comes out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and took place on the evening of February 12th, 2025, around 7 p.m. local time. Over the course of several days, at almost the exact same time, around 6:30 p.m., two witnesses reported seeing multiple orb-like objects in the sky. These weren't just distant lights, they were flying lower than planes, lower than clouds, and at times even lower than a helicopter. The orbs appeared in synchronized flashing formations, but when not aligned, they would scatter and fly in erratic, unnatural patterns. One orb reportedly got very close, revealing what looked like a transparent structure behind the light, almost like a boomerang-shaped craft cloaked behind a force field. The witnesses even described the clouds appearing distorted or diffused around the objects, as if affected by some kind of energy. They also noted that the objects seemed to be aware of being watched, often flying directly overhead or adjusting their movement in response to observation. The witness was so convinced of their consistency, they claimed they could bet their life the objects would return the next night. According to a Nevada news outlet, over 1,700 reports have been made since January 1st, with residents claiming to see unexplained objects in the skies over the western state. This next sighting comes from Dublin, Ohio, and was recorded on the evening of Tuesday, January 14th. A witness leaving the gym noticed a large cluster of flashing lights high in the sky, describing them as looking almost like flashing stars. There appeared to be at least 10 objects, possibly more, slowly moving together across the sky. Although the video was recorded quickly, with the witness holding their jacket and other people arriving nearby, it's clear the lights caught attention. The witness even asked others in the parking lot if they saw it too, and according to the report, they were just as baffled. Another sighting of mysterious synchronized lights, once again leaving more questions than answers.
Is it still there?
Yeah. It is. It's moving this way now.
I can't see anything.
The middle one, then the outer one. The middle one, then the outer one.
What makes this video stand out from the others is the synchronized flash rate of the objects in the night sky, something not commonly seen in other sightings. According to the witness, the movement and speed of these objects didn't match the typical behavior of satellites. They observed the lights for about 15 minutes, watching as the blinking formation slowly drifted out of view. Here's a photo from Saint-Michel, Quebec, showing 8 white orbs in an almost perfect 2x2 formation. According to the witness, the lights were blinking that could be seen clearly.
It ain't no friggin' plane.
Oh my god, I thought you were me.
That ain't no friggin' plane, dude. What? That thing spun, Tara. Look, that's going in, like, that is crazy.
A father and daughter in Nova Scotia captured something unusual as the sun was setting, a multitude of flashing lights in the sky. At the time, they didn't even notice them. It wasn't until rewatching the footage that the lights became clear. The objects continued to rapidly flash, and according to the witnesses, they eventually began to blink in sync before fading out completely. So after watching these 7 videos, orbs blinking and flashing at all times of the day, what do you think they might be? Is there a simple explanation, or is there something more?
It's spinning around, Tara. It looks like it's spinning. Wow.
Oh my god, it's going so fast.
I know.
It is Friday, November the 15th. I don't know what the hell this is, but I'm getting it on video right now. That is the full moon. I'm gonna switch. There's the moon. There we go, right there.
On November 15th, 2024, a witness in Darlington, South Carolina reported seeing 4 pulsing white lights in the sky around 5:55 p.m. The witness initially thought the lights formed a triangle-shaped craft, but said they slowly drifted into a more irregular formation over several minutes. They noted there was no sound and described the lights as silently hovering in the sky. Familiar with past sightings in the area, the witness said this was the first time they were able to capture video of the event.
Triangular shape. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 lights that I can see. They're flashing on and off. It's moving very slowly. It's got to be huge. There's a plane passing in the foreground there to the left. But whatever this is definitely not a plane. They fanned out now, it looks less triangular.
And now for something a little different and incredibly strange. This sighting comes from Botswana, a part of the world where UFO videos are rarely reported. On July 24, 2025, near a watering hole in Kumaga, Botswana, a witness and their father observed a series of highly unusual aerial phenomena over the course of about 15 minutes. It began with 2 orbs orbiting each other, leaving a faint heat-like trail as they moved low over a riverbed before shrinking and seemingly vanishing into the ground. Additional orbs appeared shortly after, darting through the sky and disappearing into the earth or water without leaving any physical disturbance. Later, a glowing, shape-shifting cylinder, sometimes forming into multiple orbs, appeared near the horizon and hovered near a group of zebras. The animals visibly reacted with caution, with one backing away as the object approached. The objects were silent, changed shape repeatedly, and appeared semi-transparent or metallic. Despite being recorded by the lodge's live infrared camera, no sound or distinct color could be determined. The witness has saved and submitted video footage of the event. It seems like the lead zebra pauses for a moment, watching the rectangular object before continuing toward the water, but it doesn't appear to be alarmed. So, is this just a trick of the camera, or could it be something else? Maybe a spirit, quietly watching over the watering hole? You decide. What looks like a rocket returning to Earth was captured by a resident in Winnipeg, Canada. But here's the strange part. Manitoba hasn't had an active rocket range since the 1970s, and the old site near Churchill has been shut down for decades. So the question is, what exactly did Casey capture here? Was it a re-entry, a camera trick, or something else entirely? What appears to be a blue plasmoid passes silently across the night sky, glowing briefly before fading from view.
Level. There's no way that could be balloons that are just level like that.
No, they are level.
On July 22, 2025, in Buffalo, New York, a witness and a friend observed two rotating, reflective objects in the evening sky around 7 p.m. while sitting on an upper back porch. The objects appeared metallic and were roughly 3 to 4 feet in size, hovering at an angle before gradually shifting into a horizontal alignment as they drifted west. The witness initially suspected mylar balloons, but their movement and rotation seemed too coordinated and unusual. The witness, an art professor and longtime UFO researcher, managed to capture 3 short videos and later analyzed them, noting subtle details such as size differences and a faint emanation from one object. Despite zooming and enhancing the footage, the shapes remained unclear. Ultimately, the objects vanished from view, and the witness was unable to relocate them after moving to the front of the house.
Like glowing. That's as close as I can get.
Over the skies of an undisclosed location, satellites can be seen zipping by at high speed as expected, but then something else appears. A much slower, brighter object moves steadily across the far distance, captured on the witness's infrared camera. Now keep in mind, satellites orbit on the outermost layer of Earth's atmosphere, so if we're already seeing those fast-moving satellites, what exactly is this slower, brighter object?
Normal, is it?
No, I've never seen that.
Who would you send this to? Eh? Who do you report this to? This is just really strange. I mean, if I zoom in, it becomes... It just looks like they're all the same size. My phone's not good enough to... Every one of them is the same size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
13.
13, yeah?
Yeah.
And they're all in the same formation. They haven't moved out of formation. So they have moved from there in the last 10 minutes across to there, slowly. And if it's that windy like it is, surely they'd move a little bit quicker.
Thanks for watching and sticking around until the end. If you'd like to support the channel, hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments. We'll see you again very soon.